Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. As we roll into Week 12 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football, these are the types of games that can help define your season. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Louisville Cardinals. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Well, guys, the Cardinals head coach told me before the game he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cardinals' offense will go on the attack first. And here comes Lincoln Kienholz. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. So Pittsburgh's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Mason Heinchel, he's been able to put together a solid resume, and we're anxious to see what he can do in this one. Snap wants to throw to start this drive. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. 2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Yates. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Tells to run, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Makes the grab. It's Hicks. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. They want to throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Panthers will try to pick it up on fourth down. Looking for the marker. Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough.
Wide open space. Touchdown, Panthers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The returner will field it and bring it back. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
And nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman, just making people look silly. He is that guy. And Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out wide left, it's Skinner. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Pass to 6. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Hand off for Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Cardinals will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Sells to run, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This drive will open from the 15. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Left side is Kent. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Got a man, it's Kent. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Out wide right, it's Hicks. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run it on the counter. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's right. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Pitt pushing the pace.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on.
Snagged it, and there's running room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Pitt!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He's going to get loose. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Run in the red zone. It's Brown. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right side, it's McCoy. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Brown. Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Hicks. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Finds his tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
The Panthers with the 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. Almost picked off.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Looking to throw again. Turns up, it's Hicks. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
A give to Brown. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They give it to him again. Defense all over him.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Throws to the back. Out wide left, it's Brown. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hand off for Brown. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
He leaves it with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes a catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Again, it's Brown. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now they regain the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 16 team, the Colorado Buffaloes.
Here he comes from his own end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Checking in with the Pitt head coach at the half. His biggest concern right now is how they are handling this very hostile environment. It was tough in the first quarter, and this crowd is making it even more difficult. They are loud. They are crazy. And his communication says they have to improve at the line of scrimmage, making sure they're getting into their run game, their RPOs, and being strong with all their communication. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Panthers. That one will give them the lead.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisville's offense is taking the field, and they look ready to go. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. Getting a sack right away on the opening play of the third quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
Throws to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Back open in the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to pass. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Out wide right, it's Lee. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang Skippy, that's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterback.
He uncorks one deep. Makes a deep grab. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Drops back on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Wants to throw one first. Has it. They will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 91, set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets rid of it.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Right side, it's Hughes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. A give to Brown. He's got enough. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Cardinals have this offense rolling. Fresh set of downs going up top. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
Give to Brown. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Handoff, Isaac Brown.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Delayed give, it's Brown. Got the first down. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Love the work by the quarterback. Selling pass. You saw the linebackers just back out of the box. As soon as he handed it off, there was nobody home, and that led to a big gain.
On first down, it's Brown again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Handoff for Brown. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Rush right in his face. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Cardinals! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Panthers sideline. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Long way to go on second down. Quick give. It's right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They're gonna field this one in tight quarters. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Fresh center down's going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Reed. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
A give to Brown. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
He's now up to 75 yards on the ground for them so far. Has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's McCoy.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? And a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The throw. Out wide right, it's Richardson. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
Hey, I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion down the field.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
We've got a potential big upset percolating, and one that could spoil everything this team's worked for up to this point. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Following the play, there is a Pitt Panther slow to get up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Pittsburgh sideline, this offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality.
Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
Looking for room. Following the play, there is a Pitt Panther slow to get up. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Let's see if this offense comes out slinging from the first play of the drive down late. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Look out! Right side, it's Richardson. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
The give, it's Brown. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Here's some daylight. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
Here we go, ready, go!
They'll ride Davis here. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, here's Brown. Touchdown Cardinals. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Fires on the move. Working the middle. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking down the middle. Turning it on. He's at the 50. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
On the play. 2nd down.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Shoots it to the left. Finds a man by himself. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Panthers! They move on top here in the 4th. The Panthers get it right back with a score of their own.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Driving forward, it's right.
They did the right thing by going for 2 to try to make this a field goal game, but the defense comes up with the stop. Not a lot of time left now, but there is still a chance. There's a window of opportunity. They only need a field goal now to pull this one out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Fresh set of downs going up top. He wants a big play here late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Quarterback changing the play. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The ball hits the ground